welcome back to 5-Minute Life Hacks. It's your host, Natalia. I'm a health coach, and each episode I bring you a few life hacks to help you have a better life today. Today's episode is about exhaustion and burnout because I am tired and I know that I'm not alone. So let's get started. I have had such a busy year. At the start of the year, I had a huge project that was causing me to work 40, 50 hours, as well as another family crisis. If you've listened to my episodes in the past, it's the same thing. And then on top of that, once everything was over, I decided to move at the beginning of June. And I thought I would have more time, but of course I picked up a few extra things. I'm now a meditation teacher and a Pilates teacher. And I ended up actually feeling sick all the time for stupid little things and going to the doctor, and doctor's appointments and dentist appointments take forever. And then just last month, I went to London and I decided I was going to be more conscious because I was working while I was there on my own projects. And I was there for a month, and I was going to be more conscious of what I consume, including what I'm eating and who I'm seeing and how much time I sleep and how much I'm drinking. Because last year when I went, I had a great time, but I felt hungover, tired, or drunk all the time. And I didn't want that. And so this time when I went, I tried the same thing, but I realized I was just exhausted. And I ended up getting sick. I had my period, I had food poisoning, and although I was excited to see my friends, I had no energy. I really didn't even want to be out, which kind of really sucked because I was mentally excited to see them. And I've realized now since getting back over the last 2 weeks that I'm just exhausted. And I kind of knew that because what I just explained is this whole year of being super busy and taking a lot on. I started before I left to London to clear away all the things I didn't need and just, keep the bare minimum. But even then, it was still a lot of socializing, a lot of work, a lot of unnecessary things. And so now that I'm back, I still feel exhausted from the traveling, from the year. And I know I'm not alone because I've spoken to friends that just feel burnt out and exhausted. And sometimes burnout doesn't feel like a real thing because you read about it, and burnout and exhaustion have to do with your physical and mental body. It could be adrenal exhaustion, which means that, if you've had high stress, high physical or mental stress for a really long time, and then finally you're burnt out on it, like you've exhausted all of your gasoline, your body's just going to be drained and tired. And I know that that's what's happening to me, which is a good thing because it's telling me, finally I've calmed down and I'm tired, but mentally I'm feeling good. I've just moved to my new apartment on the beach and it's great. I get to go for walks. My workload's lessened. I'm doing things that I really want to do. I'm not seeing as many people, but I'm just tired and I don't have any energy. So these are the things I've been doing to begin to stop the burnout because it's a real thing. You may think, oh yeah, I'm exhausted, it's a thing, but not really believe yourself. It is a thing, I promise you, and you have to do something about it because otherwise your body will start depleting itself. And there is something to be said about age and getting older, but this is more than that. I feel like we've got a collective energy going around and we've shifted a little bit spiritually and people are just slowing down in general, but it's also more than that. Sometimes we're just exhausted and tired from doing too much. So this is what I suggest. Number 1, you listen and accept that you're tired and exhausted. And then you make time to rest. And while that sounds simple, you really do have to make time. I don't want to hear excuses like I don't have time, kids, blah. Make whatever time you can to rest and just do nothing. Do the bare minimum. If you can for like a week or longer or even a day, do as little work as you need to do, as little obligations as you need to do, clear whatever you need to make time to rest. And in that rest, you want to do absolutely nothing. Watch TV, meditate, go for walks, just literally listen to your body and do nothing. Number 2 is make sure you're feeding yourself whatever it is that you need. So nutrients, that your body's getting enough water, whole foods, and that you're treating yourself like a sick little child. You really need to tend to these needs. And then what you need to do is just keep this up until you start to feel better. It sounds simple, but it's not. because we have obligations. And sometimes you may have to talk to medical professionals if you feel like some of your symptoms are more severe because you may be lacking certain nutrients, or there may be other things they can help with, so you can do this in combination. But really look after yourself. It's a thing. You're not alone. I'm always here to talk. Send me a message at Natalia Ambrosia on Instagram. Like, share, rate this podcast. I really love being here with you. Thank you so much. Wishing you a wonderful day and sending you lots of love and light. Bye.